Boom. There we go. So now that we're officially starting, I'm going to kick it over to Caitlin, and she's going to go over kind of some of the scheduling stuff while I start to pull up our hiring paperwork. Ooh.
Perfect. Okay, I requested to share.
And I
Okay.
just give you, there you go.
Okay,
There we
yeah.
go.
That's a
All right.
sad bear.
Now I'm gonna do just a quick kind of schedule run through. Um, just so you guys are kind of familiar with what every day during the week will look like at camp. And this schedule is not the staff week schedule. Staff week, we have different trainings that we'll do mostly in the early afternoon, kind of right after lunch. And in the morning times, we'll be doing stuff camp wide that needs to be done. And the evenings and everything, we'll just kind of have um, program time, and then in the later afternoons as well. So this is what your week will look like when we have campers at camp. On Sundays, our check-in day. That starts at 12:50. And you'll have a whole training on what we do during our check-in process, but that takes a good portion of the afternoon to do. And then we have our dinner times, flag, dinner, and then our opening campfire. For our opening campfire, that is run exclusively by our staff. Every area performs a skit. It's just kind of a way to kick off camp, a nice little fun start, and to show kind of who our staff is, and how we represent ourselves. And by doing that, we do each area does their own skit, and that's something that you guys can creatively come up with together. And it just is meant to show your personality. They're usually kind of funny and witty. Um, and then there's a little Cracker Barrel. That's just a snack time type of thing. And our lights out is at 10:30 every night throughout the week. Now, your typical day, Monday through Thursday, is going to look like we meet in the morning at an undisclosed time, usually 6:30 to 6:45. We have a staff meeting in the morning. For you aquatics people, on Tuesday and Wednesday, we have the mile swim at 6:15. So just be prepared for that. It's still 2 days this year. They do the full mile there. So there's no little inching to it throughout the week and you do the big thing at the end of the week. They just go and they do it. They can go both days and they can do like a half swim and come Wednesday and do the full, but that's kind of up to their discretion. So you only have to worry about Tuesday and Wednesday. Other than that, we have two breakfast shifts. So you will eat one shift and you will serve the other shift, or you'll just be in charge of kind of entertaining the scouts outside and their leaders and everything by songs or playing games and such. So that's why we have two meals, because there's not enough room in our dining hall for everyone in the camp to be there at one time. So it's going to be meal shift, flag, meal shift. We'll have a schedule for who serves, which one you're eating at, which one you're not, and who does flag what days. And then our session times, we have 3 sessions in the morning before lunch, and then we have 2 lunch shifts, and then 3 sessions in the afternoon. Now, your classes are only sessions 4 and 5. It's not session 6. Session 6 is meant for your area to do a fun activity where scouts that are, let's say you have a scout that isn't in any ecocon badges, but they want to go fishing or they want to go look at the animals over at ecocon. 6th session is a time where scouts will be signed up to go to your area and look at the animals or go fishing, whatever your area is offering that day. Areas like rocks offer like totem and chip if a scout needs to acquire that, but they're not in rocks. That's when they'll sign up for that. 6th session, if you've been here in the past, is kind of a free for all, but this year leaders will sign their scouts up. So you will have a roster of who's expected to be there, just to kind of control the chaos. Then we have dinner A, flag, and dinner B, and then evening program. I have that schedule pulled up. I'm going to go over that here in just a second. You have one night off throughout the week. So there will be 3 nights that you offer evening program and 1 night that you don't. But the night that you offer or your night off, you don't have a 6th session. So that's something new we have this year too. So if it's aquatics night off is on Tuesday, you don't have a 6th session program on Tuesday. That just kind of gives you a little bit more time to get out there and take a break from camp. Friday for dinner, instead of 2 dinner shifts, we're having burgers on the lawn. That's kind of our family day. There'll be a lot of people out there. It helps us shut down camp a little bit earlier and get out earlier on Saturday. And that will lead into our closing campfire, which is scout led. So our MCs are only worrying about opening campfire, not closing. And then another Cracker Barrel. And then they will go home on Saturday morning. Saturday morning is when we wake up, and that is our time to go, go, go. We clean up camp, we reset for the scouts coming on Sunday, and we get home. During staff week, our goal is to get out a day earlier. But if that's not possible, then we can't. But if we work really hard throughout staff week, then we can usually get out on Friday and not Saturday. At the top of the schedule, I want everyone to look real quick at our themes this year. I stayed pretty similar to last year, but we have Western on Monday. Tuesday, wacky hat and socks. Wednesday is a 70s theme. Thursday is a sports theme, and Friday is a luau theme. This is in our leader's guide, which you can actually look up and find online in case you need a reminder. But I'm also going to send you out an email with some things like tips.
I'm doing stuff. Sorry, one sec. There's a person that's trying to call me. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm good.
Okay, sorry. So you're going to be able to find those if you look up the leader's guide, and I can include them in an email on some tips and tricks on what to bring to camp as well. But every evening we wear a certain shirt, which I kind of go over in our uniform on what to wear. But if you don't want to wear that to dinner, then that is your opportunity for the dinner time and evening program times to wear one of those themed day outfits. I think it's really fun if the staff participates. It's kind of been getting slimmer and slimmer over the years, but it's really fun to do. So if you have any of these things that can contribute, I would bring them to camp. If not, I would hit up Goodwill. That's where I've gotten most of my things that I wear for theme days, and just kind of have some fun with it. All right, real quick, gonna hop over to the evening program. In the mornings, there's a morning time program real quick too. Our mile swim is Tuesday, Wednesday, and our veteran flag ceremony is Wednesday. So Wednesday morning, usually an area doesn't worry about flag. We try to get veterans to sign up and do that, and fill-in is needed. And mountain biking has their 22-mile ride. Okay. Here's how evening program is structured this year. Sundays are opening campfire. Monday, we have a cowboy action shoot. We have free climb, free swim, a STEM game night, and a Gaga Ball tournament. Gaga Ball will be in charge of handicraft, and Trail the Eagle will be assigned to that this year. If you do not offer evening program, I have a schedule of where you will help out every evening. So like an area like Rocks that doesn't offer an evening program, they're assigned on Monday night. Every Monday night, they're going to be helping one of these areas. It's mixed up, so you get to see different places throughout the week, but every day of the week, every week will be the same, if that makes sense. So if you don't see your area having a program, just know you will be helping somewhere. Tuesday, we have an open archery, the SPL Scoutmaster shoot, free zip, and an engineering challenge in STEM. Wednesday, we have the Scouts Own Service, which I'm putting Rocks in charge of this year. We have free rifle, free craft at the Handicraft Pavilion, Scoutmaster Fender Rodeo over at the pool, free boat at the lake, and a 3D print night in STEM. Thursday is typically Outpost, which I need to change this right now because we're actually not offering Wilderness Survival and Scoutcraft anymore. So that will not be on Thursday night. We have movie night, free swim, free zip and climb, and an OA fellowship night at the council ring. And if you are associated with the OA, I made sure to make those areas night off correlate with you'll be here Thursday night. Just so you know. Friday is Burgers on the Lawn, which is also family night, so expect a lot of people there, and closing campfire. Alrighty, so if y'all have any questions about that, go ahead and put it in the chat. And I'm going to turn this over to Cahill so that he can tell you guys about your paperwork, and run you through how to do those trainings real quick and make sure you know where to get your paperwork and where to upload it.
Yay. Thank you, Caitlin. Good job. Does anybody have any questions on that so far for Caitlin? Feel free to shout it out, raise a hand. Are we going to have staff swim zip again? Yes, we are going to have those. Right? Yeah. You want to?
Yes, our
Talk on that.
staff night is Monday now. Since Burgers was moved to Friday and we have campfire and stuff, that's a crazy night. So we're kicking off the week with our party now. So expect that Monday night.
And I got to say, I like the idea of doing different areas each week. It kind of it takes the load off of one area doing it all summer, and it's kind of fun to see all the different areas at camp. So if that's something you guys are interested in or how you want to do it, send your feedback on that to Caitlin. All right. But while we're here, if you could throw your name in the chat so I can get an idea of who came to hang out with us tonight. While you do that, let's start with the super fun, exciting stuff. Well, before I turn it on, I'll tell you who my favorite people are right now. I don't want to throw their names up here. It's going to be Kylie, Russell, Liam, Matt, Al, and Kristen. You guys are my favorite people right now because you started turning in your paperwork. The rest of you are dead to me.
We take tips.
Well, because you filed your employment paperwork, I will go ahead and send you a paycheck. How's that?
Boss of the year.
There we go. Everybody else, if you want to get paid, you need to do
Pass.
your paperwork. Pass? Who said pass? Okay. Well, yes, I already have you as a volunteer, Robin. Thank you so much for that. I do appreciate that. However, we do have all those other fun trainings and applications and stuff that needs to go in. So with that, let's go into everybody's favorite topic, paperwork. Oh, I got people in the waiting room. I thought I closed that. All right. So this is the council main page. And so if you're navigating here without going through the email I sent you, if you search right here on the search bar, staff documents, boom, Camp Rockefeller right there. And this is going to be all the stuff that we need from you before summer camp starts. And I'll go down through the list, but before wrong button. Let me zoom in a little bit. My screen's big. Make it so you guys can see better. Let's see here. Before I go into everything, if you are 18 or older, there's two different ways to register. If you are not in Scouts, if you're not currently registered as a Scout, you're going to open the form here, back in, and you're going to fill out this form and put it in the Google Drive for me. Okay. Make sure you sign the background check form here. Okay. So if you are not registered currently with Scouts, 18 or over, you're going to fill that out and turn it in to me. If you are currently registered with Scouts, there's a link, multiple registration right here. You're going to click that and you're going to start this process and go through here, and you're going to, don't click transfer. You're not transferring, you're adding. You're going to add a multiple. So you're just going to click continue, and then you're going to fill out your info, answer the questions, and submit. And that's going to register you. That's going to multiple you into summer camp staff. Does that make sense, adults? Did I confuse you? Okay. So those are the two ways for adults. Just I wanted to get that out there first. Youth, all youth, whether you're currently registered or not, you're going to fill out the paper application and send it to me. So either you make sure your parents sign it. Anything below the line, leave it blank. We'll fill that out because you're summer camp staff. So when it asks for just below the line, don't fill that out. We'll take care of that. you can either scan it and drop it in the Google form, that the link in the email, or take pictures on your phone and drop it in. Those are the two easiest ways to do it. If you take a picture, please make sure it fills the whole screen and we can read it. I prefer scans. Let's see. So starting at the top, we've got 4 trainings this year. New this year is peer-on-peer abuse. Everyone's got to take that. So safeguarding youth is due every year. So even if you took it last year before summer camp, it's going to be due. If you have not taken it yet, you need to take it before summer camp. Okay. You just click the link here. It'll enroll you and take the class. It is shorter than the YPT is. And then when you come to renew it, it's going to be shorter. It's got like 30 minutes when you renew it, I think. Hazardous weather, same thing. Click the link. It'll take you to it. Peer-on-peer abuse, same thing. It'll take you right to it. Click enroll and take it. Now, if you're not already signed up for my.scouting, come on. All right. So you'll log in with your username and password. If you don't, if you've never been in Scouts, click created account and just go that route. If you are in Scouts, you've got a member ID. And if you have your member ID, you can go through the forgot username, password, and you can get it set up that way. Okay. If you don't know your member ID, you can create an account and take the trainings, but they won't link with all the other stuff you do in Scouts, because when you create an account, it makes a new member ID. And so then I'll send them all to Jessica, the registrar at the council, and she'll merge them later. But that's not something that we'll do right now. If you want your stuff to all be tied together nice and neat under your current registration, and you don't know your member ID, check on Scout Book, ask your Scoutmaster, ask your parent, and they can get you your member ID. Worst case, if you really want it, you can't find it with any of those people, email me and I'll track it down for you. Okay. So those 3 trainings are done on My Scouting, and you either log in with your current login. Come on, that's slow. All right, we'll switch to this one, or create a new account. Workplace harassment right here is the 4th training. And this is through the Skillsoft website, the Scouting America Training Academy. So the same thing, you would log in here with your username and password. If you have not used this before, click as a new user. So you just put your email, password first, last. Now down here, these are the ones to look at when you're registering on this website. Employee type, you're just going to be an employee. If you are a counselor or a quartermaster or kitchen staff, anything like that. If you are an area director or a program director or camp director, you're going to go to supervisor. So if you're going to be managing people below you, you want to select supervisor. If you're not managing anyone, just be an employee. Okay. Workplace or location, that is going to be our council. Now, if you look for Natural State Council, we are not there because this form is old. So it's still going to fall under our old council name for a third of us, Quapaw Area Council. So right there, Quapaw Area Council is 018. That is the council you'll use, okay? And the rest you don't have to worry about. Philmont, payment cards, Summit Driver, don't worry about that. So just do the top, make sure you're going to be an employee or supervisor, whatever is appropriate, and Quapaw Area Council. Okay, and that's how you would create the new account on this page. Questions on the training? Let me take a look at the chat and just see. Is there anything in the chat, Caitlin? No? Okay, cool.
No, but I did drop whose night off is when in the chat if you want to look at that.
Awesome. You guys go over and take a peek of that after my exhilarating paperwork chat. Let's see. So we talked about the trainings. youth apps, new adult app, multiple for an adult. Okay. So then we'll come down here to some other forms. We've got the health form. We need A, B, and C filled out. Now, C needs to be filled out by a doctor. If you've had a physical this year, since July, because that's when our last week is, you can go send this to your doctor, take your doctor, say, can you put the info from that day on it and sign it that this was the day that you had your physical, then not have to redo it. Or you go see your doctor, or you go to a walk-in clinic. If you're going to pay cash, usually they're like $25. However, when everybody comes to camp, if I have a bunch of staff that don't have it and we send them to the closest urgent care center, the first couple guys will get in there for $25, and then they start to up the price because they know everybody's coming in and they'll pay more money for it. So get it filled out, get your doctor to go ahead and complete this if you've already done it, or just go ahead and get your annual physical done. It's a good reminder. Let's see. The next, we've got the code of conduct. Okay, so this you're just going to want to read over. This is what you're agreeing to. Sign it if you're an adult, or if you're under 18, have your parents sign it. That one's pretty straightforward. Direct deposit form. I highly encourage everyone to get direct deposit. It goes into your account usually the day before payday. Payday is on the 1st and 15th. So that's when you're going to get your checks, on the 1st of June. No, on the 15th of June, on the 1st of July, and then the 15th of July. Okay. So if you're doing direct deposit, it'll go straight into your account, usually a day before. If not, your last check on July 15th is going to get mailed to whatever address you have on your application. Okay. And it just slows it down and is another thing to deal with. Fill this out. You need to make sure you've got everything on the form that it's asking for. That's pretty straightforward. The big thing is that you need a copy of, you need either a blank check or a letter from your bank stating this is your account, this is your routing number on the bank letterhead. A printout of your online banking does not count as a letter. Okay. Banks are used to this. If you ask them, they'll do it. You can even call it, and they'll call them and they'll put it in your online documents. So you don't even have to go, you don't even have to print anything. You just download it and put it in the Google form. Okay. The I-9 right here. This one is the other tricky one. So you're just going to fill out this first page. The rest of this stuff you don't need. Okay. This is only if somebody else filled it out, helped you fill it out. And then supplements, that's not going to really apply to you. So when you return it, I only need the first page. So fill out the first page, sign it, send it to me. There are 3 lists. There's 3 ways to prove that you're eligible to work. And to process it, we have to have the attached documents. So first is list A. If you have anything in list A, if you send us that, that's all you have to send. That's a passport or a permanent resident card, foreign passport that has a stamp, and all that. You can read the rest. So basically, passport. If you got a passport, that's all you need. If not, then you need something from list A or list B and C. Okay, so either it's just A or it's B and C. So for B and C, you need a driver's license or an ID card, a school ID with a photo, a voter registration card, military card, continuing on down the list there. Okay, if you're under 18 and you don't have any of those things up there, a school report card or a hospital record, those will work. And then on top of that, you also have to submit something from list C, which would be a social security card or a birth certificate. And you can see that all right there. All right. So this page right here is super important if you want to get paid, that you send the right documents. Okay. Questions on that? Cool. All right. I know this is so much fun and so exciting. Thank you for bearing with me. The next one I got is the Scout Shop discount. So this letter, if you either have it on your phone or you print it out and you take it with you to the Scout Shop, any Scout Shop in our council. So the one over here in Little Rock, the one up in Springdale, either of those, you take this and present it and you will get a 25% discount on the uniform items, and it's listed here. You can get up to 3 shirts. You can get all the patches that need to go on those shirts. You can get the pants or shorts up to 4, a belt, socks, and up to 6 Scout t-shirts. Okay, so this is a pretty good deal to load up on some Scout stuff at 25% off. When we go over the staff handbook, we expect everyone to be in Scout uniform, and this is a great way to fill out the holes that you have. If you have issues getting the uniform pieces, especially I'm talking particularly to those folks who have not been in scouting before, get with Caitlin and I, and we can work on case-by-case basis with you to figure out solutions. But here is a great discount for the bulk of us that are already in the program. Cool. Let's see. Next, I'm going to jump past the staff handbook real quick and just hit the W4. W4, again, this is one with a lot of instructions and directions on it. I only need the first page. So if you want to just send me the first page, I would love that. So the rest of it, it's really simple. There's directions here. If you have questions with that, ask your parents. But a lot of you just going to put all zeros in here anyways and not worry about it. So finally, we got the staff handbook. All kinds of good info in here. Please read it over before camp. So here's all the fun info you're going to find from the camp address, phone number, our missions, the conduct, employment at will statement. This is on how you can quit whenever you want and we can fire you whenever we want. There we go. That's the employment at will statement. Harassment policies, open door, YPT, employee conduct, and a lot of this we're going to go over and we're going to review at staff week and go over it. But if you've got questions, if you're not sure about things, check here first and it'll cover a lot of good stuff. Staff quarters, I'm going to need to update that now that we've got the fancy new cabins in there, but it's going to be pretty much the same. It's just going to change tent to cabin. Let's see if there's anything big in here that jumps out. Caitlin, is there anything you want to point out specifically in here that they should check out before camp?
No, I was going to pull this up actually and kind of go through the what to wear and what to bring briefly part when I told them kind of what
Yeah.
they
Oh,
want.
okay. Whoops. So backtrack. So there's 2 sections, what to bring and what not to bring to camp. Those are great things to look at. There is laundry service there. The bathrooms are phenomenal. There's uniforming section in here as well. I'm just not seeing it off the top of my head. But yeah, all good stuff is in here. And if you do have any questions, check here. If you still have questions,
This is like your general guide packing list. If you're
Yes.
kind of clueless on what to bring.
Yeah, let's see if I can.
Page 14 should be what to wear. And 20 one of them.
What to wear. Yep.
16 is what to bring or something.
Okay. So here's our uniforms broken down. And our expectations, appearance and hygiene. Just show that it looks like you put some effort. I'm not super worried about the color of your hair or the number of your piercings, as long as you look clean and put together and it is safe.
Just like brush your teeth, shower, put on deodorant, brush your hair.
Yeah.
Look like you got up to go work.
Yeah.
And we say that because it's kind of maybe hard to separate for some people living somewhere for the summer and working there. So you're kind of there all the time. But we want you to not look like we all just rolled out of bed, even though we did. So
yeah,
be prepared to put yourself together in the morning. It'll help you too.
Yeah. Awesome.
I have a quick question regarding the uniform, like gift certificate.
Yes, sir.
Because I live in Tulsa. So when is that expired, quote unquote? Is it like just like staff week, pretty much?
No, it doesn't expire until the end of the
Okay.
season. So say in week 2 you tear something and you want to buy, you can use that to buy it.
Okay.
Yeah. If you want, because I don't know if Tulsa's going to honor it, and if you don't want to drive over to Springdale, you know where Springdale is up in Northwest Arkansas.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You could always call and ask them if you could do the order over the phone and get it mailed to you. I don't know if that's a thing that they do, but I bet you they would.
That's fair.
So
Okay.
it's always
Thank
worth a shot there. Because I know we got a few out-of-staters. We got Oklahoma, Missouri, and we've got one all the way from California coming over to hang out with us this summer. So that's pretty cool. Let's see.
Another thing, I'm kind of going to talk about this too when I tell you more of what to wear. But things about like the scout shop and stuff, if you're having trouble buying some stuff at the scout shop, or you need some extra like activity shirts, or if you can't get a field uniform, I had an old program director that reached out to me yesterday, and he's going to give me a bunch of his stuff that I mean, it's unisex. It can be for girls too. So, things for you guys there. And I know Brandy has stuff that people have donated and everything. I know she's not in here right now, I don't think, to kind of talk about that. But reach out to me and Brandy in an email. And if you are having trouble gathering some of these things, we can definitely help you get those.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, we definitely the folks that are coming in and never done any scouting, we get it, and we want to help you guys. For the rest of us that have been, we're in the program, we should have, most of what we need. We always need to update and add. So, it's just maintaining what we use throughout the year anyway. So, but if there are, like Caitlin said, if there are any issues, get with us. We want to make sure everyone's squared away. The professionalism that we put forth says a lot about camp and ourselves, and we want to set that impression and maintain a high standard there. All right, and then here on page 17, you got a list of what to bring to camp. And this is just a baseline. You can bring other things to make yourself comfortable, throw down a rug, hang up some string lights in your cabin, all that fun stuff. What not to bring? Basically, if you're too young to be using it, or if it's not legal in this state, it shouldn't be at camp. Okay, and if it doesn't follow the scout oath or law, leave it at home. All right, simple enough there. If you've got valuable things that you're worried about, it's best just leave them at home. When you do bring your stuff, I recommend bringing a container that you can lock so people can't just open it and go in it. So we do have cabins, but the doors are not going to be locked when you leave. There's going to be deadbolts, like when you're in it, you can lock the deadbolt and stuff, but you don't have a key to lock it while you're gone. Just like the tents don't have locks, the cabins don't have locks either. So if you wouldn't leave it in an unlocked tent or cabin, just leave it at home or lock it up in your big box. So those are the big things, just a quick overview, but there's lots of good info in here just to read about. Let's see. And that is the staff documents page. So all the stuff that you're going to need to get started before camp is right here. Now, our council registrar, the lady that puts in all of the applications, is going on a cruise just before summer camp. So I need the apps in now before she goes. For all adults, we have to do a background check, and that takes time to come back. So you can't just expect to drop it off when you come to staff week and be all good. So the sooner you get them into me, the better. Like when we get off here tonight, if you do nothing else but just fill that out and email it to me, just straight up send it to me in an email, that's fine. I'll deal with that. If you don't want to do any other paperwork yet, just send me that. We're good. Now, as far as paperwork goes, there in that email is a link to the forms here. There might be one of two of you that I've hired since then that didn't get the email. I'm going to send that out after this as a reminder. Here's where these sites are. And I'll probably put this video up for those that couldn't watch it with us tonight to see it. So don't worry, you'll get it again. But this form here is going to put everything straight into my files that is going to HR and to membership so they can get you guys all processed. So, just throw in your email, your name, and all that stuff. Boom. Fill out all that stuff, position. And then this is where you're going to put in your documents. All right. So your letter of agreement, the employment letter I sent you guys, if you already sent it back, you're good. If not, drop it in. Then you got code of conduct, W4, I-9, IDs for that, direct deposit and the bank letter or the check, the paper copy of the apps if you need it, and then the training certificates. There's 4 now to remember this year: SYT, weather, workplace harassment, peer-on-peer abuse, and then submit it. And this form is going to submit it straight to a secure folder that only myself and the HR people have access to process the pay. So we're doing the reason we're submitting it this way is so you're not just open emailing sensitive documents and stuff. All right. If you would prefer to turn things in person, you can at the council office, or you can put it in the mail and mail it to the council office. And you just want to put, if you send it to the council office, 3220 Cantrell Road, attention Haley, address it to Haley. So she gets it and lets me know, and we get it processed that way. Can you call Cash and see what she needs? She's calling my phone. She went on her run. Sorry, I'm back. My kid just kept calling. Let's see. Mail. Just ran through my checklist in my head. Don't mind me. Cool. I think that's pretty much it. Are there any questions with the paperwork?
I had one. It's could you say the address again?
The address? Yeah.
Yes, please.
It is 3220 Cantrell Road. Let me pull up the
I just put it in the chat.
yeah, Little Rock 72202. Yeah.
Yeah, you can also look up Little Rock Scout Shop and it'll come up too.
Yeah. So
Thank you.
if you're gonna mail documents, and if you want to mail your stuff, that's fine. If you could email, if you're comfortable emailing me the app and mailing the rest, that'd be great. Because the sooner I get in everybody's membership applications, the less stressful for staff is going to be. Let's see. I have to leave soon. Aiden, yeah, that's okay. If you haven't left yet, go for it, buddy. If any of you guys have to hop off, I appreciate you guys hopping on with us. I am recording it to share out with the folks that couldn't join us tonight.
I also think I've been hitting all the questions in the chat. I've been trying to keep up with them while you're talking.
Great.
So.
Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. That is all I have. I don't want to keep you guys too long. So we'll turn this over to you guys. You have questions, comments, concerns? What's up?
She said that.
Okay. Real quick. Yeah, you can email if you have any more questions, or you can go ahead and unmute and say them now. I'm sure a lot of people probably have the same question, so it's probably best if we can just address it now and kind of let everybody know. So if you want to say it now, you can, or you can type it in the chat if you don't want to speak, or you can email us. It doesn't really matter.
Any way you're comfortable with. Shout it right out to us. Type it in the chat, raise your hand, or email us. That's fine.
Yeah.
But if go ahead, sorry.
Well, I was just going to say I have a few more things to touch on too if you
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. So your area director has more than likely been in contact with you so far. I've been kind of keeping an eye. I requested I was in your group meets just so I can kind of see y'all's progress so far. But if not, I have a meeting with them next week and I'll make sure that they're reaching out to you guys. They should be sending you syllabi and talking about what badges you're wanting to work with in your area. I am having them send you guys this information so you know what your area is offering and what you can have to teach. You are teaching more than one badge. More than likely, I think everyone is teaching at least two at camp. So just tell them a couple you're interested in, and they're going to decide what you do at the end of the day. And if they need help, I'll help them decide that. But I want you to study the materials that they send you way before you ever show up to camp. I think there's kind of a bad rap of staff week in the past being the time for you to learn your material, but staff week is a time to practice teaching your material to other people, to perfect the skills that you're learning, to organize your area and your activities that you're doing. It's not the time to start learning your material. So now that you're hired, now that you have an assignment, I need you guys to start learning those and studying them. And if you have questions about what you're doing, how you need to do things, ask your area director. If there's a lot going on, area directors, schedule a Zoom with your staff and kind of talk it out. But my expectation for all of you is to have your material learned and know what you're doing every day and know what you are teaching before you show up to camp. So I just want to make that very clear. That's kind of what I expect everyone to do. And I also want you to take a creative lead. The syllabi you are sent are made by area directors in the past. They are being updated by you guys and your area directors, and there isn't necessarily an activity for every requirement written on there. It gives you the requirement and how to teach it. You can make it your own. This is your time to read what you're doing, and if you're familiar with what you're doing, you can make a really fun activity for your scouts. Don't be a boring counselor. These scouts are here to have fun. So kind of think now what activities you want to do, because if you need something for them, your area director needs to have that to me by the end of the month, and they already know that. We order from Amazon. Sometimes they do not do 2-day shipping. They do 2 to 3 week shipping, and we don't want to get late on things. So if there's something that you're wanting for your area, tell your area director. If there's something that you need to teach requirement, tell your area director, okay? This is your time to come up with things for your badge and to let them know. So I encourage you to take initiative and do fun things with your badges. And at the very least, learn the material before you come to camp. I will be on your area directors, especially to get that to you guys by the end of this month. So you'll have all of May to be looking over this in your free time before you come to camp. So just be active. Don't be a ghost until staff week. Be in contact with your area director. Be in contact with us. Be on top of this stuff. You will also need an area yell, which like a short little one thing. This is for attendance, like in the morning and afternoon staff meetings. I'll be like, aquatics, and instead of your area director saying here, if everyone's here, we'll have a little yell. So just like a little 1-2 word thing. I want you guys to be coming up with that, and I want you to be coming up with your skits before we come to camp. Most of you are familiar with what skits look like. Again, talk with your people, talk with your fellow staff members, talk with your area director, get in those group meetings and come up with your yell and your skit. And yeah, I just want you guys to be proactive. I want you to get after it this year. Your time at camp will not be stressful if you know what you're doing coming into camp. That's why I tell you to do that. A lot of people can get stressed out by, I have to learn all this stuff. I have to figure out what I'm doing and everything. It's scrambling to learn camp when they show up to staff week. But my goal is for you to already know what you're doing and when you're doing it before you come to camp. So all you're learning is the routine of camp, setting up camp. But mentally, I want you already there. My last 2 things, MCs, if you're interested, I want you guys to email me. If you want to lead, we usually have 2 people lead Campfire Sunday. If you are interested in being a leader for Campfire, we need funny spirited people who like to talk in front of big crowds. Email me that you're interested, And we're going to have auditions for that during staff week, and I'll send you a little script that you're going to do before then. And my last thing is that we still need staff. So if you have friends or family, we're looking for quartermasters. We could use a couple more people, things happen, things come up, some people have to leave. We can plug in little holes here and there. If you have a friend who's bored for the summer, if you have a family member who's bored for the summer, we could always use a couple more hands. So just reach out to people and try to get them here. And does anybody have any questions on what to wear? I kind of know we touched on that a little bit, but you're going to get a couple of shirts and such. At the Scout shop, I don't know if you said you're going to need Scout socks for sure, because that's what we wear on Sundays. And I encourage you to get a Scout belt as well. Pants wise, there are Scout shorts. You can get one or two of those. And I also just say outdoor shorts as well. If you have like green outdoor shorts or anything, no basketball shorts. We want to stray away from jean shorts and stuff like that. But if you can get some outdoor shorts that are khaki or green colored, then I encourage you to get those and wear those. And we especially want that green color because you have to have your green shorts for Sunday and Fridays.
Well, and for the flags, unless you're in costume.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was my big thing, is if you also don't want to get everything that you need for a field uniform, if you're not a scouter, or if you just really don't like that tan button up, then get your stuff for your theme day and you can wear theme day clothes. So instead of that button up in the evenings. So yeah, if you have questions too about what you're needing to bring and everything, you can always email me and I'll give you a more like kind of detailed description of that. But you're going to want closed-toed shoes as well that are comfortable to walk in all the time. And I recommend shower shoes. You're going to get 2 Camp Rockefeller staff t-shirts, and you're going to get 1 staff polo. So polos we wear on Sundays and Friday. And then the t-shirts we wear Monday, and you can wear the other one whenever. So that kind of leaves another day or two. And that's why we find like activity shirts. So at the Scout shop, they have regular t-shirts there you can buy. Or if you don't want to go buy some, then reach out to me and I might be able to get you a couple. But you can also just wear something outdoorsy. There's a lot of shirts that look like they're Scout shirts because they have mountains and stuff on them, and just kind of goes with the theme. But yeah, we'll have you set up.
Hi, Kylie.
Yeah, what to get. So you're gonna want to wear like green outdoor shorts every day if you can. So you're gonna want 7 pairs of outdoor shorts. I just recommend getting like that olive green color that are the Scout color. I actually have a picture pulled up kind of what we will wear. If Cahill will let me share again. Hang on, let me find it. Okay, so this is like a little troop. Yes, it's kids, but they're wearing activity uniform. So this is kind of what we'll look like, minus the hat. Well, we have a staff hat if you wear it. I don't typically wear hats, but shorts, Scout shorts or pants. So it's that kind of green color. You can buy these at the Scout shop, or you can just buy outdoor shorts if that's a little bit more on your budget. They're wearing these green Scout belts. These are the cheapest Scout belts. They're like, it's just like the really basic one. I like those actually a lot. And they are wearing their troop shirt, which is just what we call an activity shirt. This is like when you would wear your Camp Rockefeller t-shirt, and you can wear a staff hat, but we'll tuck in our shirts, and we're going to want to be wearing green Scout socks, which I actually see in the corner over here, if it'll load. So let me just put it in the chat real quick, because you're gonna want socks, Scout socks, 7 pairs. Let me get back to the chat. Scout socks, just say 7. You're gonna want shorts, 7. You're gonna want shirts. Honestly, I bring one for every day, just all Scout stuff. If I would even bring more than what you need because depending on what area you work in, you might get kind of grimy during the day. Okay, there we go. There's a nice picture. This is your field uniform. So that's that tan shirt that we button up and tuck in. Academy has great lookalikes for scout pants. They really do. That is where I get mine from, is Academy. Just go to their women's outdoor section and you'll find a lot of good price scout pants that look exactly like them. And Goodwill and everything, also great places because people donate their old scout stuff as well. And like I said, if you're needing to get your hands on some activity shirts, then just reach out to me and I'll help you get a hold of some of those.
We want to
Uh,
limit the non-scout shorts and shirts if possible, though. That's like the last thing. You've got the discount. I mean, with the discount, you should be able to get the actual scout stuff for the same or less than you would get it from, Academy.
Yeah. So
Yeah, you can wear your own troop shirts, Ben. So the big thing is sorry, Caitlin.
no, you're good.
Certain days we're going to wear polos, and everybody should start off on Monday with the current year summer camp t-shirt. And then as the week goes, you roll into different scout shirts, older camp staff shirts or scout t-shirts.
Yeah, we
And-
wear polos Sunday so we look official and so they know who to identify.
Yeah.
Same as Monday.
Mhm.
They know who to identify as staff before they become familiar with you.
And, this is the polo, this is the hat
Yeah.
that you'll have, and then we'll have our badges on, and that's part of the uniform too, is wearing your staff badge so we know who you are.
Yeah.
No stranger danger. And our
KP said Trading Post has $5 shirts in Little Rock for like activity shirts.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
definitely go get you some for there.
Caitlin, Caitlin. Kendall had a question earlier. I saw her hand up.
Kendall, what you got?
She can't find the mute button.
Yeah, there we go. It only took me a little bit. My
Okay.
question was, have we found a climbing area director yet?
So there's two big things in the works for that. Caitlin and I have to figure that out, but yes, there will definitely be a climbing director. Sadly, we lost Jake last week, so we lost him to camp. We didn't lose him to life, but we did. He's dead to us now. So
Yeah, I was about to say, I heard he got a big boy job.
he moved on to greener pastures.
Uh,
So, but yeah, no, we've got two very good options that we're working on, and you'll be happy with all of them. So, cool. Any other questions?
I have a question.
What's up, Kylie?
For the merit badges, is there one single person teaching the whole merit badge, or is there going to be more than one teaching? Like the one merit badge, or
One merit badge will be, it's kind of, well, your area is a little bit different. You're handicraft, if I'm right? Awesome. So you'll have one other person that's working over there with you, but you guys only offer one badge for every session time. So you guys can pick them and kind of do like, oh, this is your turn, this is your turn, or you guys can work together on them. That's going to kind of be something y'all can talk about how you want to do that.
Yeah, and you'd work with your area director on that too. Who's Robin over here?
Me.
I saw your finger up. And there's one in handicraft in particular where having extra hands is better, like the finger carving merit badge. There's a lot of knives all over the place in that merit badge. So, but yeah, sorry. Robin, you wanted to say anything on that?
Yep. Handicraft is one of the areas I plan on hanging out around a lot and being able to help. And I will assist in any way I can with the class you have. But each counselor is going to be responsible for their class. And if they feel they need additional help, then reach out to me. And then I will facilitate that either with the staff from Trail to Eagle, or if I have to ask someone else to step in and help out, I can do that as well.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, because handicraft, you and Trail the Eagle, you guys are one big happy area. You're the Handy Eagles, or whatever you guys decide to call yourselves this year. So cool. All right, good question though. Good question. Are there any other questions? Did you have anything else you wanted to hit, Caitlin?
Oh, no, just really kind of, I know some people were a little confused on what to wear, so I just wanted to clarify that.
Mm-hmm.
Just wanted to clarify my expectations of learning
Yep.
your stuff before camp. And MCs, if you want to do those, reach out to me.
Cool. So James, I did see your message earlier. We are planning to use the Leaders Lounge after 9 again this year. However, the staff lounge has also gotten a nice little upgrade. We got new couches in there, and there's an additional TV, and I have 2 more TVs from my house I'm bringing over to put up. So hopefully we'll have 3 to 4 TVs in there. So if you want to bring gaming systems and have different TVs set up, and there's more fun couches to sit on. Yeah, so we're trying to.
Couches, they're good.
What's that?
couches. They're actually like really big, comfy couches.
Oh yeah, you tried the new ones out already?
Yeah, they're nice couches.
Well, next time you guys see Michael Harrell, thank him for those couches. So yeah.
The housing and staff week, yeah, when you show up, I will get back to you guys by the next staff meeting on this. In the past, we've either assigned everyone ones, or we kind of have an age. You either showed up and you were assigned a cabin, or you got to free for all kind of pick, but you have to worry about the age range of where you're kind of cabining with somebody. So me and Cahill are going to kind of talk about and discuss.
We'll work on the cabin assignment. So you've got to be within 2 years of age.
Yeah. But we'll tell you where you're at when you show up.
Yeah. So Boyd, the staff lounge. Oh, thanks, Kobe. You got it. It's the staff lounge is in staff camp. So we got the cabins, we got the lounge, and we got the bathrooms all right there in staff camp. And that's our area to hang out. James asked about the leaders lounge. Behind the trading post, we've got a leaders lounge that the leaders get to hang out in. That's kid free all day. But we close it at 9 because we want them to go back to their troops and babysit them kids. And then so we kind of open that up as like a secondary staff lounge. You know,
But we're hoping this year we'll have all the facilities for everyone to hang out in the staff lounge.
That one was more desirable last year because it had internet, whereas the staff lounge did not. This year, the staff lounge will have internet. So you've got Wi-Fi at the staff lounge with TVs, with couches, with brand new cabins, with bathrooms. So we are really going all out this year to make sure that the staff feel is comfortable and supported. You know, and we bumped up the pay and all that. Our goal is to make you guys comfortable and happy and having fun, because if you guys are having fun and enjoying yourselves and your energy is up, then the campers are going to have fun and enjoy camp, and their energy is up. And you know, we want to take care of you guys. We expect a lot from you, from each and every one of you. We have a lot that we expect, and we ask a lot of you, and we want you guys to know just how much we really appreciate everything you do. And one of the ways that we're showing you that is just by trying to, you know, give you some of those creature comforts. And at the end of the day, my job, Caitlin's job, Brandy's job, we're all here to support you and make sure you're successful. And if there's anything that you need, or if there's anything that we can do to help, you got to come and let us know. We don't know what we're missing if you're not telling us. So don't feel like, you know, you have to, you can't come and talk to us. We're always available anytime. You can always come and talk to me, always come and talk to Caitlin. And, you know, we're here to help talk you through all of it. There's nothing that we haven't seen, no issue that's like, you know, something you don't want to bring to us. Trust me, you're fine. Come and see us. We don't mind.